Today's is another night supposed to be table. My name is Sir Hamdalon, and welcome to day 18 of Autismas. Okay, sorry if I'm not really into this video at all. It's just, I am. It's just, I barely slept last night. I wanted to wake up at like 3 a.m. again. So yeah, if I act like I'm out of it, and I'm not really into the video, it's because I haven't slept. That's why. But yeah, today's video, well, I think I made a video. I remember making a video all the way back in 2017, yet again. I don't remember what day it was exactly, so I'll have to look it up. Of basically me talking about my top 5 favorite Christmas movies, I think. Yeah. Trying to think, sorry. But yeah. Basically, in that video, I just talked about like 5 of the Christmas movies that I own that are my favorites. But then I looked into my stash of Christmas movies, and I realized I have a lot more than I thought I had. But yeah, so yeah, that basically I'm gonna show you guys all the Christmas movies I own. Best Get Company. It's gonna be a while. Let's start off with... I basically have 3 piles here. I have ones on VHS tapes, ones on DVDs, but there's also a pile that I'm pretty much going to start off with of both that I've yet to watch. Yeah. I might as well start off with that one because, well, it's a massive pile. And, yeah. But before we get to that, I almost forgot. We have to do the Advent calendar on day 18. Here we go. Oh, it's Jigglypuff. Alright. So there's Jigglypuff singing karaoke, as usual. Pretty cute, not gonna lie. So yeah, with that being said, let's get to the movies that pretty much are on both VHS tape and DVD that I haven't gotten to watch yet. So the first movie on the pile is I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this because some of these movies I've yet to see, even though I own them. Yeah, the first one's pretty much I'm gonna get roasted into the comments for this. Yeah. I mean, I know the quotes of the movie here and there, but I've never actually sat down and watched it. I don't know why. I mean, my family loves this movie, but I just never sat down and watched it with them yet. Heck, last night they were watching it, and I didn't feel like watching it because I was, again, super tired. I mean, I know the quotes from the movie, like, Grace, oh, she died 30 years ago. The blessing. Say the blessing. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike for quoting the movie. Oh, I'll figure it out. I'll find out eventually. But yeah, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I just never seen it. I just haven't seen it yet. I don't know. I'll probably watch it eventually this year. Hopefully. Next one's still in its case, and actually still has the seal around it. Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. The George C. Scott version of it. We got this actually from my dad, like, a few years ago, and we yet to watch it. He's yet to watch it. I don't know, I mean, I'm a more fan of a Muppets Christmas Carol, if you ask me. Alone for Christmas. We just bought this because there's a Boston Terrier on it, and I have a Boston Terrier as a dog. Not this dog. Another dog of mine. I Love Lucy, Christmas special. We got this from my older sister. This is actually one of her Christmas movies, and as you tell, she still has the seal on it, so she's never watched it either. And then we were gonna watch it last year, but then we looked at, and then at like 7:30 at night, but then we looked at the airtime. 2 hours and 34 minutes long. This is a 2.5 hour movie. My gosh. So yeah, we just haven't had the time to watch the movie. Again, I'm gonna roast it in the comments for this. It's a Wonderful Life. Yet to see it because, again, it's a 2 hour film, and yet again, it's still in a sealed. I just haven't had the time to watch it. Again, like I Love Lucy. Alright, now we get to the VHS tapes that I haven't watched yet. I tried watching this movie, Miracle on 34th Street with Mara Wilson. Don't get me wrong, Miracle on 34th Street is a great film. I tried watching it one year, like a couple years ago, and I just couldn't get into it. I just couldn't. At least 3 movies I know I never seen. I probably never will. Here we have Touched by an Angel with, I think that's Stella Reese. Might be Whitney Houston. Who knows? I think it's Stella Reese though. I never seen it. Probably never will. Lassie's Christmas Story. I don't know. That's all I gotta say about it. And then we have, okay. You might think this is another special that was of the same name, but it's not. It's not the Franken and Bass Rudolph animation. It's just a stop motion animation. This is an entirely different film. Even though it has Paul and Linda McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time, you know that song. This is actually the movie that it originated from. Little fun fact there. Who knew? It also features John Goodman and Whoopi Goldberg in this movie. Who knew? I haven't watched it. Probably never will. But yeah. And with that is all the Christmas movies I've yet to see. Now onwards to the, let's go VHS tapes that I have seen. Most of them I love. Some of them I never will watch again. Kind of a shorter pile this time around, but still pretty big. And on top, of course, we have Boris Karloff's How to Grinch Stole Christmas. One of the greatest like Christmas specials ever. Well, one of, not the best. Well, maybe the best short, but not the best Christmas film in my opinion. It's definitely the best Christmas short, just not full-length film. We'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, the Boris Karloff Grinch, definitely a classic. Apparently it's as old as my dad. That's crazy. 1966. This one is kind of a guilty pleasure. It's Mickey's Magical Christmas snowed in at the House of Mouse. It's a good guilty pleasure. Harmless guilty pleasure. I mean, I would watch it. I would like literally watch it right now on Disney Plus if they had it. Step it up, Disney. Sorry. Anyway, next movie we have. Now, I absolutely love this film. Doesn't get a lot of public recognition, but it's Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. I absolutely love this film. Who doesn't love Mr. Magoo anyway? And apparently in the Christmas Carol, he's playing Ebenezer Scrooge. I love this special. Okay, kind of a mixed opinion on this one. Jim Carrey's The Grinch. Say what you want about this movie, I think it's still good. And I'm really, really pissed that they're taking it off Netflix at the end of the year. Anyway. Another special, which is kind of an obscure one, I think. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys. Kind of a sequel, kind of a spiritual successor to the original Franken and Bass Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie. TV special, I mean. It's alright. I mean, It's not bad. It's also not great either. It's just meh. And it definitely could have been better though. Oh dear lord. Getting PTSD about this next one. Because it's bad. I watched it with my little sister for like a movie marathon we were doing a couple years ago. We used to love this VHS tape as a kid because we would watch anything. But now, it's bad. So come on now, it's bad. And that is, hate to say it, the Mary-Kate and Ashley Christmas Collection. It's bad. I mean, sure, I know it's good for like, it was great for in the 2000s, but, don't get me wrong, I love the Mary-Kate and Ashley and Full House. But having their own solo careers, hit or miss, mostly miss. But yeah, I loved it growing up. I'm never going to watch it again as an adult. Anyway, now with that out of the way, let's get to the DVDs, which was what I'm most familiar with. Starting with the bad, let's just start with the bad movies in this pile, which are all the way on the bottom of the. We're just scraping the bottom of the barrel or pile in this case because they're literally at the bottom of the pile. Here we have Disney's The Search for Santa Paws. I just bought it because it, had a dog on it, like Alone for Christmas. And that's the only good thing I have to say about it. It has a dog. Sadly, it's a talking dog, though. Anyway, another movie that, well, kind of gets mixed reviews, mostly in the negative. The Santa Claus 2, starring Tim Allen. I think I know why. I haven't seen this movie since, like, I was 5. Mainly because this DVD is scratched. I watched it on Netflix a couple years ago. A couple years ago. I can see why it has a bad reputation of being the worst of the Santa Claus trilogy. Yeah. Toy Santa is terrifying. I think we can all agree on that. Yet I was unfazed by him as a kid, though. Oh well. And now we get to the top 4 of the DVDs, which, yes, there's only 6 in this pile. Would be 7, but my older sister has a DVD in her room, and I'm not disturbing her. And I'm not going to break it out of her room. Just to get a DVD. Moving on. Here we have The Muppet Christmas Carol, like I mentioned earlier. Love this special, and thankfully, so does my baby nephew. Like, I kid you not, my nephew loves the Muppets. Like, while he's eating, like, literally every day since this holiday season began, I put on Muppet Family Christmas, the more obscure one, and he watches it, literally, when he eats his bottle. It makes me so happy, because I love that special too. I'm just glad he loves the Muppets. And the Peanuts, by Charles Schultz. Moving on, we have The Nightmare Before Christmas. Need I say more? Now, a lot of people would argue if it's a Halloween film or a Christmas film. Can we just say it's both? Come on, it's both. Just like another film, which I'll save for last. Here we have The Polar Express. It's pretty good. Well, the animation's kind of terrifying, but it's still pretty good. Like the Uncanny Valley. Still a good movie, though. Alright, and now, for the last film we have here, we have my all-time, for those who have been with me since the beginning of this YouTube channel and the beginning of Autismas, since 2017, you would know from the top 5 favorite Christmas movies video that this film is my all-time favorite, not only Christmas film, but it's also my favorite film of all time. Gremlins. I absolutely love Gremlins. Like I've made so many Gremlins film videos on this channel alone, and I will go into more detail about why I love Gremlins so much and the movie itself, but I kind of already did last year. So yeah. If you want to see that a full review about Gremlins from Christmas Eve of Autismas last year, I'll link it up here. Yeah. But yeah, Gremlins, I saved it for best for last. And with that being said, I believe that is all the Christmas films I have. Kind of a doozy of I kind of didn't want this video to go on for too long, so I briefly explained all the movies we have here. Sorry, my nose itched. I briefly explained what all the movies were here, so the video wouldn't be too long, and I know a lot of you are preparing the last minute stuff because it's a week till Christmas. I can't wait. But yeah, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like here, drop in the base. Wow, wow. And give the subscribe button the Autismicity smack. And I'll see you fellow knights in the next video. Dudes.